Hello and welcome to the 8 Pieces of Brocade Part 1. My name is Justin. I'm a group exercise instructor currently working for the YMCA, but I'm really passionate about Tai Chi and Qigong and about myofascial exercise. So we're going to do a set called the 8 Pieces of Brocade. Now I will say up front that this is not going to be a traditional 8 Pieces of Brocade curriculum. What I really want to do with this 8 Pieces of Brocade is to look at how it uses the musculature and the myofascia while you're doing it. So we are going to kind of walk through this movement briefly. And then in my next video, which I will link below after I film it and post it, it will be a discussion on the 8 Pieces of Brocade, the myofascia, and kind of my idea of body karma, or how you physically store everything that you experience. So we'll talk about that later, but starting 8 Pieces of Brocade now. To start any Qigong set, I always like to do a weight shift. So start with the feet closer together, load your weight on one leg, and space it out, trying as best you can to stay balanced so you don't need that foot, and then shifting, committing the weight to both feet. Sink and relax the knees, and bring the hands up as if you're holding a large ball in front of your chest. I want you to stay facing the camera. I'm going to turn so we can look at this posture real quick. So just hold the ball or standing like a tree, which I'll do in a later video, is really just elbows relaxed down, trunk up, hips tucked under, and knees relaxed. This is our transitional movement, and we'll kind of do a mindful check-in between every series of movements. So from this basic position, I'm going to get my hands in the frame here. We're going to start with our first piece of brocade. Now, I don't know if my microphone is working. If you are watching and can hear me, please leave a comment in the side or give me a thumbs up. It looks like my volume bar is going, so I'm going to assume I'm okay. So from this hold the ball stance, we're going to float the hands up over top of the head with the palms facing the ceiling. Relaxing down, press up through the hands, extending toward the ceiling. And relax back down, gently bending into the knees as you come down. So you're going up, push toward the ceiling, stretch and extend. Let's do this one more time and then break the movement down a little bit, relaxing down, push up and through the hands. Okay, breaking the movement down, and then we'll do another couple repetitions. So, again, going to the side, everything I want you to think about coming from the center or coming from the core. So as we rotate the hands up, you'll notice the chest comes up slightly, tucking the hips under. Knees bent, relax down. Coming up, push through the feet, push through the hands. Tuck the hips under as you extend. This should feel like a good morning stretch. So your toes engage with the floor. You're tucking the hips, embracing the lower abs, and flexing the arms so the shoulders stay dropped down as you push up. So not this, shoulders down as you push up. So let's do 4 more with that in mind. So starting from here, I'm going to float the hands up, sink down a little, push up, tuck the hips, stretch through the wrists, and back down for 4, 3, exhale up. 2, 1 more time. And slowly come back down to the hold the ball position, knees relaxed. I got a comment here. Haha, no way. Okay, so the second piece of brocade that we're going to do from the starting position is drawing the bow. Again, walking through it, breaking it down, and then we'll come back. From here, we're going to take the left hand, your left hand, push out, right hand pulls like you're drawing a bow. I want you to try to flex the left wrist as much as you can and pull back through the elbow without letting the trunk rotate or lean. So push and pull. You should feel that stretch down into the hand, shoulder blade apart. Come back to the ball. Push right, pull left. Flexing the wrist, pulling back without rotating. So you're like you're pushing the wall away. You really want to flex the wrist as much as you're comfortable with. Come back to the center. Exhale as you push. Turning the head to look at your left middle finger. Again, long spine, tall, engage with the feet. Come back to the center, sinking down. So every time I push out, I'm going to come up, engage with the floor, extend to the top of the head. Coming down, sink, and push left, push left, back to the ball, and push right. So 2 more each side. I won't keep this video from being too long. Push and extend. Grip the feet into the floor. Back to the center. Push and extend. Back to the center. All right, our next one, separating heaven and earth. Very simple. It's just left hand down, right hand up, and press up and down. Come back to the ball. Left hand up, right hand down. Now, I'm keeping my hands on the center line, and you can do that or go out to the sides if that's more comfortable. But again, flex the wrist like you're trying to push the ceiling and the floor away. And again, coming hands to center, sink just a little bit. And as you come up, push the feet into the floor, squeeze the glutes, shoulder down as you extend, coming up. Left hand up. Breathing, back to the center. Right hand up, and then left hand up again to end. So we get this really elastic feel through the body as you sink and extend. Coming back to the center and rotate out. Next is probably my favorite. We need to talk a little bit about it because it's a rotation and the hands push out. So just do that a couple times. Turn the hands toward the screen and push away. That's all you're doing with the arms. Everything else is a rotation of the rest of the body. So the hands will still always be directly in front of the shoulders as you turn. You're just going from here to here, pushing away. So starting with left, hold the ball, turn left, and push away. Continue the head back, looking over the shoulder. Come back, sink down. I'm turning, push, come up, look over the shoulder, extend, feet into the floor, head toward the ceiling. So again, you really engage with the floor. If you do this correctly, your feet should start to feel tired because you're gripping with the arch of the foot. Inhale to center. Exhale, turn. Inhale to center. Exhale, turn. We'll do one more to both sides. You might find you can turn a little bit further each time. Last one left and one more right. Back to the center. Doing our side bend next. So I'm taking my left hand down toward the right toes and my right arm extends up and over. Coming through the center, put the hands on the ball, roll around, and then right hand down, left hand up. So again, you're really trying to focus on extending in all directions. Pressing into the foot, reaching with the hand up and over. Pressing in to the left foot, reaching with the left arm up and over. So it's not just a static stretch. We're really elongating that whole side of the body, anchoring with the floor, anchoring with the core, and reaching through both arms. So very simple movements, but they can be very effective because of how intentional we're being with the movements. So again, let's go right arm over and left arm over, and then we'll move on. You're not really stopping at the end either. It's an elastic extension. Reach, wiggle fingers, and then back. So we're never really stopping. Come back to the ball, check in, take a breath. The next one's our squat. And I'm going to turn to the side again. I want you to stay facing toward the camera. I'm going to turn to the side, and we'll look at the squat. Because normal squat, when you come down, it's sticking your butt out and sitting back with this arched or curved back. My tailbone is up. In this squat, we're going to come down, tuck under, tuck and rotate the hips under with a flat back. You won't be able to come down as far. You should feel it in the thighs. But this will engage the core a lot more. So practice that again. Come down, hands in the knees, arch the back, and then tuck under, feeling the core engage. So once you're comfortable with that, we're going to go through the movement, starting from our hold the ball, so letting the arms float out, tuck and squat down, letting your hands touch wherever they come, knees, shins, ankles, or toes. Just really focus again. Everything starts from the center, so I focus on my tuck and sink back, squeeze the lower belly. Don't let the knees collapse and come up. Give me 4. Exhale down. Bring soft arms. 2. 1 more time around. All the way back up. All right, our next one's a different kind of a twist. Taking the thumbs inside of the fist. Screwing the fist with angry eyes, I believe this one's called. So from here, I'm going to punch with the left arm reaching straight toward the screen. As I do that, I'm pulling the right elbow back. And then continue those knuckles toward the screen. I'm going to turn to the side and do that again. So I'm here, I punch, rotate, pull back with the elbow, and keep reaching that arm forward, extending as much as you can from the hip out. Come back, and then right hand, same thing, punch out, pull back with the left arm, so you're rotating in place. If you think about like a carousel horse that has a pole go right down the center, that's what you're trying to do, is rotate around a central axis or pole, rotating, don't let the knees collapse. Come down, and again, as you punch, you're extending up, keep that strong central axis. As you reach, let's go one more. And last time. Back to the center and release. Back to the ball. So the last piece of this, I'm going to float the hands around the lower back. And I'm going to turn around here because we're going to do a shaking in place. But as we bounce, don't leave the hands still. Move the hands up and down as we do that to kind of massage your lower back. When you bounce, knees are unlocked, and you're exhaling with the bounce. We're going to do this a handful of times, coming up, drop, trying to let the breath come out in multiple pulses as much as you can comfortably. No strain. Inhale. Give me 2 more. Last one. So shake it out. Give yourself a stretch any way you think it would feel good. And we'll leave it there for today. So what my focus for this channel is going to be is short, doable exercise programs that you can do at home, body weight exercise. They're all going to be between 10 to 20 minutes long. I will also do discussion videos explaining kind of my theories about these programs. Sometimes it will be just a simple exercise program. So if you like this video, again, please give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to my channel. And I will see you again real soon. Thank you for watching.